and all members of my family. He continued, "We mourn profoundly the passing of a cherished sovereign and a much-loved mother. I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world." King Charles continued, "During the period of mourning and change, my family and I will be comforted and sustained by our knowledge of the respect and deep affection in which the Queen was so widely held." That from the King, as Liz Truss, the Prime Minister, referred to him as King Charles III. Let's talk to our royal correspondent, Rhiannon Mills. And the issue, I know it's a minor issue at this time, Rhiannon, in some of the great scheme of things, the issue of the regnal name still not necessarily decided.
No, it's not entirely clear, and we did hear Liz Truss there referring to the new king as King Charles III, but, and this might come as a surprise to some, there is a possibility that he could use one of his other names, as we have seen from other past sovereigns. So we wait for official confirmation on the name that he will definitely go by, and I think that is also going to be the case when it comes to what we see unfold over the next 10 days or so. We have already seen some of the formalities that we would have anticipated. So, for example, the Union flags flying at half-mast. We've also seen the announcement being put on the gates there, announcing the sad passing of Queen Elizabeth II. But we wait to see exactly how the next few days will pan out. But what we can see is that already the transition has seamlessly happened. And I think for some that will compound the shock. It's hard to take in some ways already, the fact that we are talking about the passing of a much-loved head of state after only seeing her a couple of days ago carrying out her duties. But also now we do have a new monarch, and already he wanted to make sure that he was able to send this message to people across the country and the Commonwealth. And it's a very warm message, where he talks about the death of his beloved mother and how the love and respect with which she was held across the country is really going to comfort and sustain the rest of the family. But in the coming days, we will see this transition happen seamlessly in terms of his succession being officially confirmed at the Accession Council. Interestingly, also within the message explaining and announcing her death, it talked about how the King and the Queen Consort will travel to London. And that was something that the Queen very clearly expressed in her Accession Day message at the start of the year, when it came to, I